Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wow, Words of Wisdom.
Wow.
Let me make sure I turn off my volume.
Turn the volume off and introduce who you are.
All right, I'm Ubuntu.
I'm Right Mind.
I'm Design One, and welcome to Wow,
Words of Wisdom. All
right, and we're gonna start off today with our sponsor, EmeraldCitySewer.com. It's a sewer company that specializes in sewer cleanage, new sewer lines, and drainage cleaning. Hit them up. Phone number is 206-853-0280, or the website is EmeraldCitySewer.com. And there we go. And I'm going to start off with the Robinhood data breach. I got my sources from Bloomberg News. They talk about, it's about the Robinhood got hacked. If you got a Robinhood account, make sure you pay attention to their emails and make sure that you contact them to make sure your information was not spread amongst the World Wide Web. You know what I'm saying? The internets, the interweaves, or whatever you want to call it, the dark net. Pay attention.
What? Tell me more.
So pay attention to it because even with them having your email, they have access to your email account. And whatever email account that you have with your Robinhood, you know, it just trickles down from there. You know what I mean? So security, your internet security is that privacy is very important. Make sure you pay attention to that. You might want to change your password on your email. Make sure you have more than one stage of privacy or security. And then, hey, just pay attention to it because they broke it down. In the article, they broke it down from email. It started off with emails, then it went email, then it went email name and first name, then email first name and last name, then email first name, last name, address. You know, it went down like that. So best thing for you to do is pay attention to your change your password ASAP. This happened November 3rd. And so, hey, get it in, get it done. Check your password, change your password ASAP, man. Check and watch your email, and even look through your spam sometimes, and make sure you delete those spams because you can accidentally go in. Something can come from Robinhood and it could be a spam, but you say, oh, it's from Robinhood. You click on it and email's gone. Your information snatched, whatever, from your phone or your computer, whatever you have access to, it can get hacked. It's happened to me. It happened to me on my Facebook. I'm thinking I'm getting a message from a friend, and they went in and, you know, and I had my Facebook for over 10 years. So I'm just saying it can happen. So,
wow.
Yeah. Wow.
That's kind of scary, actually, because I do a little dibble and dabble with some of these apps on our phone for investments, and Robinhood is actually one that I like to participate in, and that makes me wonder. But then when you sent me the article, right, it gave me some wonder because I was like, oh, only a certain amount of people got hacked. And when you think about probably how many users they had, they ain't worried about my little $100 and under account. So you probably safe because it looked like it was really targeted, but definitely keep an eye out on your credit and anything like that, as what basically it sounds like you're trying to tell me is that Robinhood has been compromised and we need to be vigilant if we have any kind of dealings with them. Right.
There you go.
Wow. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a quick little update on my romance novel. First of all, I want to say thank you, Edwina Martin Arnold, because You know, I really like the character development on Maria Anderson and Gian Patu. So this is a 3-book series, and this one is in the chocolate romance, and this one's called Chocolate Drop. And so realistically, I feel like the character development was really awesome. I'd love to see a sequel on it. I'm actually gonna have to borrow a couple of the other books from Design One. And so do I recommend this? Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you didn't catch the first show that we did, definitely catch it, because there's a couple of in that segment I do give you a little excerpt from the book, and it gets spicy. All right. You need to read it too. It's pretty good. It's very tasteful. I have to really thank Edwina Martin Arnold. She's a local author. What makes it even more interesting is that it puts it in a Seattle setting, which is, you know, what I'm familiar with. We're coming from Seattle, and so I really liked it.
All right, there we go. I'm a read it.
Can you read your other book, The Shrouded Lighthouse?
Yeah, I was reading it.
If you tuned into the last one, you would know that he was supposed to read the other book. So our books are just about the same amount of thickness, so I'm assuming it's the same amount of pages. He ain't even got through the definitions yet. Zoe, I'm going to need you to give him a contact and just give him the summary of it. Clearly, because we need a book report done now.
Oh, man. That's a lot to take in. That's fiction. I'm reading nonfiction.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing what I could take in all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff is behaviors, a lot of metaphysics, and what's the other word? Quantum physics. Mm-hmm. So I'm going through these sources and reading, and I'm gonna
need him to get through the definitions first, and then hopefully you'll have something to bring to the table for all of us. Hold on. Hopefully he'll have something to bring to the table for all of us. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to just throw in real quick that I'm going to work in on this audio book. It's a little old, right? Because I got the... Anyway, by Lisa Nichols. It's called No Matter What, 9 Steps to Living the Life You Love. So I'm going to go ahead and read this, or actually listen to this, and then I'm going to let you know some of these secrets and how I vibe with them. But I really want to hear your comments in the chat as we move forward throughout our stories. Okay.
All right. She put me on Front Street, y'all.
I said I wasn't, but I knew I did. I needed to,
Well, I have a doozy of a story here. It's from NPR. They were talking about hazing. Hazing at a high school in Danvers High School in... Massachusetts, Danvers City High School. And the hazing, let me pause it real quick.
He didn't press pause.
No, I didn't
this
press
is
pause.
Raw and uncut. We don't know if we're going to keep it or not keep it. We're just trying to get our lives straight.
Back to what I was saying.
This is what, hold up, before we go there, this is why I told you that we don't need an audience. Now, when we're ready for a studio audience, when they can pay attention and know when to apply, when to go, and when to go, ooh. You know what I'm saying? This is brought to you by a live studio audience. This is brought to you by a live studio audience. All right, anyways, keep going. What did you have for us?
All right, back to what I was saying. It was about Danvers, Massachusetts. Hazing at a high school by a hockey team, and it was racist hazing. So cover your ears. All little people, cover your ears if you watching this. They took
He's not gonna cover his ears. Okay, the reason why we're saying this is because there's a Can you cover your ears?
You gotta cover your ears.
I can't hear anything.
Okay, hold on. Let me send. I gotta. Come here. You gotta go in there with your mom.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Ding.
He gotta go in here with you.
North, library. Okay.
Yeah, you go.
Y'all gonna have to sing A, B, C.
All right.
1, 2, 3. And these snuffies is killing me, bro.
The what?
My snuffies!
What the hell is this? Oh,
These,
she talking about her
my
ass.
lash hair.
I really don't care about the lash hair. What? Oh, yeah, grab that. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
If you're just joining us.
Oh, damn.
That's me, I'm sorry. I forgot I be having.
Dude, this is ×2 right now at this point. I'm definitely gonna timestamp this because clearly this is about to be raw and uncut.
Yes, raw and uncut.
No! You lazy producer.
Bastard.
That part.
North, library.
Lazy ass producer. You don't wanna edit. You get on my nerves and leave my. Can we please move on to the next subject? I'm gonna hold on to my snuffies as long as I can. Can you please get to the point?
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, the little people gone. Shoot. So.
I hope you got your little people gone too in all this madness.
Oh, okay.
Got a coffee or a drink.
Yeah, we got a little something to drink.
I'm just saying what they should have did. Keep going.
So, the part of the hazing, the kids, if they didn't say the N-word with the ER.
The N-word.
The ER N-word.
That's just some disrespect.
They got repeatedly hit in the face with a dildo.
A what? I didn't read it like that. The article says Schmeck's toy.
No. Dildo. Repeatedly hit in the face with a dildo. I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. He's the little people in the other room. He can't hear. So
now, I want to know, was it a rabbit? Was it Tracy's dog? Was it one of them little rubber things that got a suction cup at the bottom?
The kid got repeatedly hit in the face with a dildo until he said the N-word with the ER. So, yeah, I would have been traumatized too. So he told on, this happened last year though, but the information now is just now coming out. So, I got my info from NPR. So, I mean, you can
we'll put the link at the bottom.
Yeah.
And you know what? My thoughts and prayers go out to that Schmeck's toy because it didn't have a choice in the matter. You know, I'm sure the Schmeck's toy doesn't discriminate, but apparently these hooligans used it for nefarious means. And you know what? We have got to create a coalition against these things. No more Schmeck Toys abuse. No more Schmeck's Toys abuse. Thank you so much for that story because when I read it, I thought, you know what? They could have said anything. That, you know, hazing that goes on all the time. We're not unfamiliar to this. But when they said they was using a Schmeck's toy, what you got to say about it?
I thought it was the point of, you know, the racist is the not race
Schmeck's
bigotry.
toy.
Let me get this straight. It's bigotry. You know.
Can you imagine that slapping you inside the face? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make
it was a vibrator. It said dildo.
It didn't say dildo. It said Schmeck's toy. Now, let's go further. You can look at it in the comments. Please read the story and comment how you feel about it. Now, here's the thing that I had with it. Because that's embarrassing enough. Like, I think if anybody was asked the question, you know, would you go and let everybody know that you got hit in the face with a Schmeck's toy for not saying bad words? I think the average person would keep that to themselves, right? They would just take their lumps, their bruises, and move on about the subject. I'm questioning all of this. But one thing that I do think is I'm going to get on the serious tip because that was what got me. I ain't going to lie. It got my attention. But, you know, the thing about it is that got me is like, well, they could have used that thing for nefarious deeds and further, you know, instigated further abuse. But more importantly, you know, why is there hazing still? What is the need to have overpower over the next person or to abuse the next person or to humiliate them? Why does that create a form of camaraderie? And so I'm glad that this story came out and that you brought it to our attention, because when I think of hazing, I think of like paddling is the worst. I thought, you know,
Eating a goldfish.
yeah, eating a goldfish, running in the lawn at midnight, butt naked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think of that. And then more importantly, saying hate words.
Yeah. Hate speech, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And then there's three people from the school that are currently under investigation, and nobody's claiming the responsibility for this. Adults, the adults are. They said they ain't have nothing. They didn't know about it or knew nothing. You know. So
Let's hear your thoughts on it.
yeah, comments. Link will be in the description. That's a doozy. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
doozy.
it is. All right, well, I'm going to talk about a different topic so that we can just, lighten that up a little bit. So I was researching and I found something about Tina Turner. Currently, she is filing a lawsuit for image rights with a German company who has created a tribute show in her name with a doppelganger. And I'm not going to list the show name or the doppelganger's name because I'm not putting any homage to that institution. But I did want to open up the discussion for us to talk about that. Like, when we do things like these shows, and when we talked about, like in the last show, the Schmidt family or the Barters, those things are about branding, those things about image rights. And do you think that it's fair that another company can capitalize and make money on something that you've worked hard for? So Tina Turner, she's got decades as an iconic figure. Her music,
Legendary.
she's a legend. She's got her music, her dancing moves, everything. And so to have this company be able to come through and take her rights. Now, when she filed the lawsuit, the German federal, I believe it was the federal courts, they initially affirmed her decision and they went in her favor. And through the appeal of the company, it was later dismissed. So I don't know if she's got another bite at the apple and then she'll be able to fight for that. But the question is, what do you think? If you've worked hard for your image or your brand, should you be able to keep that and be able to charge others if they want to use it in your name? And then does that mean something that you do while you're just alive, or does it extend beyond your life? Like people like Michael Jackson or Prince. If somebody wants to do a tribute in their honor, should they be paying homage, like some kind of loyalty rights to their estate? So hopefully we'll hear more about that. What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of times people are supposed to get permission to do that. And clearly they didn't get permission. So they just got to contact her, period. And then they can pay a percentage, hey, here's a little, so we can do your music, whatever. They're supposed to do it anyway. It's called performance.
Hey, if you're just joining us, I'm not sure where he's going to edit or cut, but if you're just joining us, we got through our technical difficulties.
There wasn't no technical difficulty.
This news just got in. So Arby's is creating a new vodka line. Arby's, as you know, is a Georgia-based brand, and they're going to create 2 limited edition vodkas. One is going to be called Curly Fries. It's got cayenne, paprika, onion, and garlic. The other one is going to be Crinkle Fry, and it's salt and sugar. They're going to sell it online. It'll be $60 a bottle. I don't know. I like Arby's. I do like their fries sometimes. So am I going to get this? I think it might be something we should get for Drinks on Jokes. What do you think?
Yeah. It'd be weird, but
Drinks and Jokes. Arby's Vodka Edition.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how to feel about that.
I said it's great with fries.
We'll hopefully it'll be great with fries. We haven't tasted it yet, so when that comes out, we will snatch some up, give it a taste test, see where it sits at in the palate, and and see what kind of percentage of alcohol it is. If it's gonna be 30% or 40%, or even 100. You know what I mean?
You're
Just
right. They
depends.
didn't really say that on the
So-
advertisement. So, but we'll put a link in the description on where you can go to find it and find more information about it. Before I get into my next topic, there's something brand new, hot and popping that happened today, right?
Yes. A good friend of mine had a great grand opening of his store in Ballard. I'll put the link and everything in the description. It's Prosciutto Clothing. More than the brand, it's a lifestyle. That's their motto. So hopefully they got all types of clothing for men and women and children. I'll have some up. I'll wear some next week. It is reasonably priced. They got low end stuff and high end stuff. I want one of those old school Letterman jackets. That's one of the styles, but you know that's a expensive item. So it's dope. I really do want one. I got a shirt from them.
Are they in Ballard or where?
Yeah, they're in Ballard,
Okay.
Washington.
Seattle.
I'll put the address and everything up there. And try to head down there if you're in the Seattle area, or and if they have the website up and everything, I'll make sure I put all that information in the links and on the screen. So Boogie is one of the representatives of Prosciutto, Boogie Brow. He's an old school friend, and so she trying to stop me from swinging around in my chair.
Okay, he's moving around, and it's bothering me. I don't know if it's bothering you, but I'm like, bro, can we sit still? I'm getting seasick.
I ain't trying to make her seasick, but I'm just excited to be help promote another brand. You know, that's a good friend of mine. He has music out. Even if you can look up Boogie Brow. He has music videos out, all kind of stuff. So
put a link that's already on the channel in the description box so you guys can check that out, and it should have a link to his page from there for you to be able to really check him out. When I met him, he's a very humble young man. He is about family. He is about wealth building, and we need to support him. And the best way we can do that is to purchase his brand. It's very artistic, it's hip, it's happening, it's whatever you want to call it. It's going to be something that I think we all should take a look and support. So yeah, I like it, and if you bring something to the next show for us to take a look, it'd be awesome.
And also we can probably have him on the channel one day, have him get his opinion on some topics, you know what I mean?
That'll be good.
And to have him come through and spit a little game, he's from New York, so y'all people in New York, y'all know who your boy
Shout
is.
out
Boogie
to the
Brown.
East Coast.
Shout out to the East Coast. So might have him come through. We'll plan it, and he'll pop up on the channel, and so we can get our laugh on and have fun. And then also. I got merch too.
I was just about to say something about it. Did you see the 7 and 8 brand?
We got a little something.
Yeah.
So hit me up in the email, or got hats, shirts, hoodies. Hit me up. I can reasonably price. I can get them custom made also, but that costs a little bit more. But hey, get the custom made. And what else? Oh, Bed Media Group is the head company, the studio we're at right now.
Bed Productions.
Bed Productions. I should say BED. Bed says other. It implies something else, but it's BED Productions and or BED Media Group. So.
Does BED stand for something?
Yeah, it's initials. It's our initials, me and
right on,
my
right
partners that's in this, with the studio. So, website is being redone and rebuilt because I didn't like that one. wasn't up to par. So we're getting it redone currently.
So you're building?
Rebuilding, and then we have a audio studio here, video studio, green room, and radio DJ room. So, and of course this area, and it's a lot bigger than what you've seen. So, hit us up, contact me if you want to rent the space. We're reasonably priced. Hey, hit us up. We do more than just this right here, podcasting. So,
all right, so that's really good. So basically, we got some plugs out there about Prosciutto, Seven in the Hand, being able to get their merch. That's really awesome. So the final story that I have to bring is going to set the tone a little bit different, but I'm looking forward to your comments in the chat about it. So the question is should billionaires pay for the poor? So the Mexico's president, he warned on Tuesday that the world is sliding from civilization to barbarity. And basically he's asking for, 1,000 of the richest people, richest organizations to be able to pay for those who are living off of $2 a day. And he's recommending that this payment be made without any encumbrances that goes on either an electronic card or some sort of payment plan in which they can be able to quickly access the monies. So he's basically saying in a scathing speech to the UN, which is the powerful body, and he's sharply criticizing the UN, saying that they're not addressing corruption in forms of political, moral, economical, legal, fiscal, all the way to financial. And he's saying this is the problem of the planet, and that if we don't take care of this now, that we're going to further descend into chaos and destruction. Now, my question to you is, should the wealthy have to pay for the poor? In my own personal opinion, I think they should. I mean, let's just shout out the top 10 wealthiest people on Forbes. Number 1, Elon Musk. Number 2, Jeff Bezos. Number 3, Bernard Arnault and his family. Number 4, Bill Gates. Number 5, Larry Page. Number 6, Larry Ellison. Number 7, Sergey Brin. Number 8, Mark Zuckerberg. Number 9, Steve Ballmer. And number 10, Warren Buffett. These people are billionaires. And if we could gather even a small portion of their monies, it would create a type of economic equity that we have not seen ever. So I'd love to hear your comments about that in the chat. And I want to pose the question, should we have the wealthy distribute their wealth in order to be able to create a better quality of life for all of us? What do you think?
Well, I can give you an example of him distributing, a millionaire distributing money like that. His name was Andrew Yang. He ran for president, in 20 against Trump. So he created a system where he picked 100 lucky families or people to get $1,000 a month for a year. And these people were so happy to be receiving this extra $1,000 a month, just $1,000. He gave them an extra $1,000, 100 families. So that's $100,000 that of his own money that he distributed out to different families. And these people were so happy. I mean, you can look the story up and it'll let you know that this would help. That's one example. But then you got the other example is like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Currently, Jeff Bezos has Amazon.com. So you hear all these complaints about people who work at Amazon and their working conditions, and he feels like he's giving back that way. That's the devil's advocate of this situation. He feels like he's giving back that way, and I mean, he could up their pay a little bit more, you know what I mean, and give them, but it's, I know a few people that work at Amazon. I worked at Amazon way back in the day, and I didn't like it too much. It was really a point. I only lasted a month there. I was cool. I couldn't do it. I'm being honest 100 with you. Me personally, I couldn't do it. So my auntie got me the job. She's like, boy, you need to go. And this is like 2005, 2004. So I didn't like it, and that's real. And I didn't like the way, and it's, you know, it's one of those things where I knew my worth, and so not saying it's a bad job, but that's not what I could do. That's not what I was fit to do. So I quit in like a month. I was like, I'm good. And so me knowing the working conditions then, I don't know now. I know a few people that work there, they're drivers. That's a little bit different. I know one person that you know.
Sidebar, because he's over here talking about the conditions of working at Amazon, and we over here talking about should the wealthy have to pay for the poor. I got another equally important question for the ladies out here. Do you believe in these snuffies? See, I'm going to have to take these bad boys off, and I hope it don't take off my real lashes, because that is a shame. And I want to hear your thoughts and comments in the chat, because I put them on so you can see my eyes better. But they're doing too much. They're doing too much. And he over here talking about how the working conditions is, and I'm trying to stick with him, but I can't even see past, 2 seconds. But anyway.
I don't like them either. I don't like them lashes. I was about to cuss, but
You never know. I might even put on a hair hat next week. But anyway, we hope that you enjoyed yourself, and we hope to hear all of your thoughts in the comment section. And we're going to put everything that has to do with these different stories in the links. I'm Right Mind.
I'm Design One.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Words of wisdom.
Peace.
Wow.